Hey guys, Brad Danger here, and today we have to talk about Nissan. Yes, Nissan, the legendary company behind iconic cars like the GTR and the Z, is seriously struggling. Dealerships are closing, cars are being liquidated at insane discounts, and the company is fighting to survive. Now, as a lifelong Nissan fan, and I personally own several of them, including my current daily driver and R35 GTR, it truly hurts to see this, but the writing is on the wall. Nissan is launching desperate fire sale events just to move vehicles off dealership lots. Today, we're exploring how Nissan went from automotive royalty to being on the brink, and why it matters if you're shopping for a car. Let's dive into the dealership disaster first. And real quick, there's nothing like a little Huracan Performante V10 in the morning. Okay, if you've ever imagined yourself turning heads in a jaw-dropping supercar, you are in the right place. Sign up. Sign up for the Ideal Collective. Right now, it is completely free, and I've linked to it in the pinned first comment down below. And just by signing up, you'll be the first to know about the first Ideal car giveaway ever. Spots are limited, so sign up today. Again, it's in the pinned first comment, and now, back to the show. Nissan dealerships across America are currently bleeding money. How bad is it, you ask? Well, the average dealership profits plummeted by a staggering 70% in early 2024. Yeah, you heard that right, 70%. Right now, roughly 40% of Nissan US dealers out of 1,000 total are operating at a loss. And that's bad business, don't you think? In fact, dealer margins have shrunk to an alarming 1%, down from over 5% just a few years ago. I mean, imagine buying a new car knowing that the dealer isn't even breaking even. They're actually losing money on the sale. Man, I can't believe I'm saying that after what we experienced a couple years ago. So, why is that happening? Well, Nissan built a dealer network expecting a market share of around 7 to 10%, but reality hit real hard. Their market share has crashed to about 2%. That means dealerships designed for double or triple their current sale volume are now ghost towns. Dealers confess that Nissan showrooms often sell half as many cars as nearby Toyota or Honda lots. Fewer sales means fewer trade-ins, fewer service visits, and less profit. It is a downward spiral. It's like trying to catch a falling knife. I don't know if they're going to be able to catch it. And yes, speaking of market share, let's put Nissan's decline into perspective. Once competitive with giants like Toyota and Honda, Nissan now trails badly. Over 5 years, Nissan's US market share dropped from around 5.8% to under 2%. Meanwhile, Hyundai and Kia are thriving, gaining ground with innovative vehicles, attractive warranties, and aggressive marketing. Toyota and Honda dominate the hybrid market, a critical area where Nissan just neglected. So, what went so wrong, you ask? Reputation matters. Toyota and Honda earned loyalty with reliable quality. Hyundai, Kia offered value and style. Nissan, unfortunately, stagnated. Aging models and notorious reliability issues, especially that problematic CVT transmission, well, that pushed customers away for good. Globally, Nissan once aimed for 10% market share under former CEO Carlos Ghosn, which he escaped the feds in a music case, so I don't know how much I would trust him. But today, they're nowhere near that target. Is any Nissan model selling well right now? Well, surprisingly, a few hold really strong. The Road crossover remains Nissan's top seller, moving around 246,000 units in 2024, but even its sales fell nearly 10%. Nissan even paused Rogue production temporarily due to unsold inventory stacking up at dealerships. Other models like the Pathfinder SUV and redesigned Frontier pickup show modest strength. The Sentra oddly surged about 40% in 2024, probably due to heavy rental fleet sales and people that had no credit, and also dealer incentives. I mean, have you ever seen one of those on the road? Anyway, people buy those because they're an appliance, not genuine consumer excitement. Conversely, former stars like the Altima sedan have tanked, down about 11% last year, overshadowed by stronger rivals like the Toyota Camry and Honda Accord. Nissan already discontinued their flagship sedan, the Maxima. The aging Murano crossover plunged nearly 40% in sales. Even my beloved GTR, unchanged fundamentally since 2009, highlights Nissan's lack of innovation. That is sad. While Nissan Z sports cars received a modest refresh, overall, Nissan lacks truly compelling products right now. So to combat excessive inventory, Nissan's response is unprecedented: price slashing. Yeah, headquarters approved dealerships listing cars at up to 15% below invoice, well under dealer cost. That means an SUV like the Armada, normally around 60 grand, can sell for around $9,000 under dealer cost. Dealers are essentially forced into losing money to clear inventory, sparking outrage across dealership networks. I mean, why would dealers accept these losses? Inventory costs add up. The average Nissan vehicle sits unsold on a dealership for roughly 98 days, much higher than the industry average. And dealers incur massive floor plan financing charges, interest costs on unsold inventory. One dealer reported paying $80,000 monthly just on interest for unsold cars at his Nissan lot. That's gotta hurt. Selling at a loss might actually save money by reducing inventory and financing expenses. So, from a buyer's standpoint though, this chaos presents an opportunity. If you're brave enough to overlook reliability concerns, now might be your chance for incredible deals. Just be wary. Some dealers might bait and switch you and add unnecessary fees to offset losses. So do your homework. Now, how did Nissan end up in this crisis after all? I mean, product strategy errors and missed trends played major roles. While competitors embraced hybrid technology, Nissan stubbornly ignored hybrids, offering almost no hybrid models for years. They prematurely invested in full EVs, like the Leaf, but stalled, missing huge market opportunities for popular hybrid vehicles that Toyota and Honda capitalized on extensively. Then there is Nissan's infamous reliance on problematic CVT transmissions. CVT failures plagued Altimas, Rogues, Sentras, and more, resulting in numerous lawsuits and costly settlements. Customer trust evaporated as transmission horror stories spread online like the plague. Even though recent CVT designs are reportedly improved, the damage to Nissan's reputation, well, it persists. Additionally, Nissan product lineup aged significantly. Critical models like the Frontier and the Pathfinder were left unchanged for nearly a decade or longer, allowing competitors to just overtake them easily. Nissan abandoned key segments like full-size trucks, discontinuing the Titan after years of poor sales. The company also seized production on vans and significantly reduced sedan offerings. Essentially, Nissan retreated from multiple vital market segments. Adding to Nissan's woes were high-profile scandals. Former CEO Carlos Ghosn's dramatic legal troubles damaged corporate stability. More recently, dealer-level scandals involving fraudulent fees further tarnished Nissan's reputation, particularly in cases where dealerships defrauded customers at lease and buyouts. And as a longtime Nissan enthusiast, this decline hits home personally. I learned drifting in a Nissan 240SX, loved driving a 350Z, and currently cherish my R35 GTR, still a monster supercar today. Yet even the GTRs reflects Nissan's stagnation, unchanged in its core design since 2009. Things aged like a dinosaur. Other brands consistently innovated sports cars, while Nissan allowed its halo car to age significantly. This mirrors Nissan's broader strategy. Initially brilliant concepts like the Leaf, the Altima, and the Titan, and the GTR, but suffered from lack of consistent investment and innovation. Visiting my local Nissan dealership now reveals bored sales staff and empty showrooms, contrasting starkly with buzzing Toyota dealerships nearby. As an enthusiast, it's incredibly frustrating to watch. So is Nissan beyond saving? Well, not necessarily. Recent drastic restructuring efforts signal urgency, cutting 9,000 jobs globally, reducing production capacity by 20%, and selling partial stakes in subsidiaries like Mitsubishi Motors. CEO Makoto Uchida even halved his own pay to demonstrate accountability, acknowledging Nissan's failure openly. Product-wise, Nissan finally introduced hybrid options for key models, such as 2 Rogue hybrid versions, one co-developed with Mitsubishi, another Nissan exclusive. They're expanding EV offerings with vehicles like the Ariya and rumored future electric trucks. These moves are late, but they're promising. Yet recovery depends heavily on Nissan's rebuilding trust, particularly resolving ongoing CVT issues permanently. Future vehicles must be exceptionally compelling or aggressively priced to attract skeptical buyers. Nissan may also strategically reduce its dealer network, enabling surviving dealers to remain profitable. Nissan isn't bankrupt yet. They still possess resources for turnaround. Worst case, Nissan might shrink drastically, retreating from non-core markets and focusing on strengths like mid-sized trucks, sports cars, and affordable vehicles for emerging markets. Best case, a leaner, revitalized Nissan reemerges, delivering innovative products that regain customer excitement. So to wrap this all up, Nissan's current crisis led to unprecedented dealership struggles and massive liquidation sales. For the automotive industry, this serves as a stark reminder that even iconic brands can falter without innovation and customer trust. As a total Nissan nerd, I sincerely hope they stage a successful comeback. Competition and innovation benefit all car enthusiasts. But guys, what's your take? Do you see Nissan recovering, or is this a slow motion disaster you wouldn't risk touching? Would Nissan's deep discounts tempt you, or is the brand too troubled? Drop your opinion in the comments down below, and don't forget to go to winthisIdealcar.com to go get signed up for free to win an ideal car. I linked to it in the pinned first comment down below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and check out these ideal vids over here. I'm Brad, this is Ideal. We'll catch you next weekend. Promise me one thing, keep living the ideal lifestyle.